Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to Flat Earth School. The school that is around us 24/7 since the beginning of existence. I'm Mitchell from Australia, and I'm running late to the stream again. Sorry guys, I thought it was going to be raining today. I was just going to be inside, and I looked outside and there is blue sky, there's stars, there's going to be a nice sunrise. How is everybody? Hope we're all happy and healthy. Michael Khan, hey, great to see you back, mate. Lumberjack, g'day. One of my awesome patrons, Michael Khan and Daly Jacobson. 3 awesome patrons right there. Jerry Snoke. How are you, mate? Lizzie Baker. Flat Earth Stigma. Mojo Shop. Howdy all. Love from all. Tight and Long. How are you, mate? Hope everyone's happy and healthy today. Another beautiful day on Flat Earth School. This is meant to be the most quiet road around. Like, it is really rural country. There's just only farm out here, and obviously someone's just driving past. Probably trying to get to work. Lizzie Baker says raining up there again. Yeah, it was some big thunderstorms down here yesterday. Yeah, the storms really put on a show here yesterday. Unfortunately, my 2-year-old, he really hates storms. He doesn't go too well with them. Or rain for that matter. He now knows that rain could mean storms. So all rain now means it could be storming. Poor bloke. Doing it tough at the moment with lots of rain, lots of storms around. Other than that, he's free as a bird. Nothing else. Absolutely nothing else phases him. Yeah, Mojo Shop. Yeah, let's start on that. Unfortunately, it is a very sad day for Flat Earth. We have had a passing. Rob Skiba. Unfortunately, yeah, he's no longer with us in this plane. He's now been surrounded by love for eternity, wherever he may be. Whatever happens after we go, we leave this place. Yeah, sad day for Flat Earth. Rest in peace, Rob Skiba. Don't think we need to go into details or anything. We just need to send his family, his friends, his close loved ones some love and support. Yeah, Tight and Long. Yeah, very sad. But he wouldn't want us to stop doing what we're doing, stop broadcasting these beautiful images of the flat Earth that he loved, that he put so much time and effort into. And he was one of the founding figures of this the modern flat Earth wave, if you will. He was very influential, very just a massive figure for Flat Earth. He was a kind, gentle man, very informative, very spiritual. Never said anything bad about anyone. Yeah, yeah, massive shock for everyone, I think. Yeah, love and prayers that go out to his family and friends. But the show must go on. I'm trying to switch over to my my computer here. I might just mute this for a second, and I'll jump onto my computer, see if this works. Hang on, guys. I'll just be 1 second. All right, testing 1 2. I think I've still got some feedback from the other camera. Please let me know, guys, if
turn that down there. All right, please let me know if the sound is coming through. Turn all those volumes down there. Guys in chat, there's 16 of you. I know somebody can hear me or not hear me. We'll have to put it into the chat if no one's hearing me. Mojo Shop says, all good, cool. All right. Jess Palmer says, good and live. Beautiful. Atlas Rising says he didn't watch Rob Skiba that much, but he was a great presenter of the truth and never got involved with knife fights on YouTube, social media. Yep. He was just a great, upstanding guy. Enjoy your continuing quest, Rob, says Atlantis Rising. Yeah, absolutely. All right, Rolly R says, yeah, sounds good. All right, cool. Okay, I've got images, we've got audio. Let's continue. It's a much better image than just sitting inside with my awesome shirt in the background. I love that shirt. That is from Paul on the Plane. You may be able to still get those shirts from paulontheplane.com if you go and visit them. That is the shirt that is the take off the NASA one that says not flat, we checked. Well, this one says not real, we checked. It's got a picture of the globe there. Because absolutely, we have checked so many times over that we are not living on a globe. We are not living on a salty space, water-covered ball, moving, flying at 7, 8, 9 different directions at the same time? No, we're definitely not doing that. Michael Kahn said that road looks like a UK road crap. It is just a country road. Actually, I might put the camera over different view because it is going to be a nice sunrise just down the road a little bit. Might just put the camera this way. I hope that's coming through a bit better. Yeah, not too bad. Probably can't see the colours that I'm picking up at the moment, but it'll do for now. I'll put it back to the mountain after. See if we get any nice colours coming through for sunrise. Yeah, so we've had another flight, if you will, up to it's definitely not suborbital if that's what they're trying to push. We've had another flight by, was it Blue Origin? William Shatner was sent up. The 90-something-year-old, obviously famous for being in Star Trek. A lot of people love Star Trek. A lot of people love that fictional character, William Shatner. They attempted to put him into space. I think that's what the gimmick was. They attempted to put him up in the Blue Origin. I think is that the Bezos one? I'm not really following. Does not really matter. Atlantis Rising says he just heard that William Shatner's hair plugs are falling out due to being exposed to Van Halen radiation belts. I'm pretty sure they do go pretty fast in those. Don't know if you want to call it a plane or it's definitely not a rocket. I don't know. Is it a rocket? Is that the big phallic rocket? Like I said, I'm really not following. I don't really care. All I'm looking for is those sound bites, the ones that we got from Neil deGrasse Tyson last time when Michael Kahn says it looked like he shatnered himself. Nice. Oh man. Yeah, the last time I'm not going to say that. Atlantis Rising. Yes, it's a giant phallic object. That one, yes. Last time there was a quote unquote suborbital space tourism flight. Neil deGrasse Tyson, the high priest of the globe, had a very interesting interview. I haven't got it on this laptop at the moment. I probably could find it, but it's going to take too long. He said from 50, what was it, 58 miles up, will you even see the curvature of the Earth? I did some quick calculations, as he does. And I'm thinking you're not. So there we are from the high priest of the globe religion, he is saying that literally, this is literally as high as any civilian will go. No one's going to space. We know that. But this is the only opportunity that any civilian, any normal person, well, obviously you have to have a fair bit of money. You have to be a big time actor or actress or a famous person at the moment to be going up in these things like William Shatner. Yeah, there's a bit of entertainment at the moment, isn't it? Before actual normal people may or may not be able to go up, but nevertheless, he is a civilian. He's not part of the NASA or Air Force or any of that. He's not part of that, well, as far as we know. But yeah, he is a civilian. He's just meant to be a normal person like us. That is the highest that any of us will ever have the opportunity to go. Around about 58 miles. And Neil deGrasse Tyson, the high priest of the globe, has said, you will not see the curvature of the Earth from that far up. So that is admitting that you will never, ever see the curvature of the Earth, no matter how high you go. Now, I find that fascinating because that is an admission that nowhere from, obviously you're not seeing it on the ground here. We're not seeing Earth curvature. And obviously now we're not seeing it from no matter how high we are allowed to go. High altitude balloons don't go that high. There was one last year from Mr. Sensible, MAG, an acronym for Mission Above Globe Earth, the begging the question of the globe Earth. He already thinks he's putting a helium balloon up with a camera from a spherical Earth. You're begging the question. He's already thinking, I'm going up there to see the curve. Well, guess what? No matter how high you want to go with those balloons, they're not going to get that high. As I think Mr. Sensible went 38 kilometers. And the Blue Origin, the one from the Virgin Galactic, they're only going 86 kilometers up. That is a fair bit of distance. And Mr. Sensible thought he saw the curvature of the Earth from 38 kilometers up. When Neil deGrasse Tyson says you will not see the curvature of the Earth from 86 kilometers up, 58 miles, 56 miles, whatever it was, 86 kilometers. You will never ever see the curvature of the Earth from your vantage point, wherever you are on Earth or in the sky. It is simply a fact now. I have titled this show Globe Projections. And what is a projection? Well, I'll just Google it for a second, just to get the exact definition. In psychology, projecting refers to placing your own negative traits or unwanted emotions onto others, usually without reason. And so, when this is related to the globe projections, we hear it all the time. Globe believers placing their own negative traits of the globe onto others, like us flat earthers. And there is a reason, because they know they have negative traits. They know they have failings of their globe, and they try to put it onto us flat earthers. And this is where this episode of Flat Earth School is going to go, to expose those little deceptions, those projections, that the failings of the globe that they try to put onto us flat earthers. I'll give you an example. Okay, so globe believers, they say that us flat earthers do not have a map. We can't produce a flat earth map. Because we say that, some of us say, like me, I don't subscribe to the AE model, the AE map, whatever you want to call it, because I know it is a globe projection. It is not a true representation of our reality. It is a useful tool. It is absolutely a useful tool. I'm not denying that. Things like the flat Earth, the flat Earth Sun, Moon, and Zodiac Clock app. Yeah, that has the AE model. It has a sun and a moon going around the top of it. It's just a good visualization to draw yourself away from the globe. Because if you're going to use something like a cartoon globe, yeah, spinning in space, going around planets and the sun, and that's all you're never going to experience that for yourself in real life. So why can't we use a cartoon AE model with the sun and moon going around it? Same standards. The globe model likes to use those cartoon models. We're just using a similar tool to visualize what our Earth could possibly be. The AE map. But I don't subscribe to that model. I don't subscribe to that map, if you will. No, but the projection here is when Frank says, well, you don't have an accurate map. It shouldn't be hard to produce. Exactly, Frank. It shouldn't be hard to produce. Because as we now know, or as we've always known, if you are a surveyor, I'll just share my screen here. If you're a surveyor, what are you doing when you are surveying the layout of the land? I'll just pull this. Here we go. Using a total station. It's kind of like a theodolite. It's called a total station. What are the surveyors doing when they're using these tools? Here we go. This is a good example, like this one. What is that? That D line here, from the total station to the person with that pole? Is that D line absolutely flat? Damn right it is. Everything that these surveyors are measuring is from a flat surface. You have to treat everything that you are seeing when using a theodolite, the thing that they use to measure the world around us, to put it onto maps, that total station, that theodolite, you have to assume that everything around you have to treat everything around you as flat and obviously stationary. There's no consideration for any curvature, any drop, any motion. Everything is flat and level. All these pictures here, total stations. You need to first treat everything as flat and level here. There's no curvature. Obviously, it picks up the topography of the land. You can see there that the S line needs to be absolutely flat. And you've got an elevation angle from the flat line up or down to wherever you are shooting from. Here we go. This is one of a mountain. You have to have an absolute flat baseline. These are the tools used to make the maps. This is the tool that surveyors use to physically map out the lay of the land. And so what does that mean for the maps that are produced? You guessed it. All the maps that we use are absolutely flat. They are flat Earth maps. Put that one back in. There we go. Get that nice image there. So Frank, when you say, why don't you have an accurate map? It shouldn't be hard to produce. Every single map. Yeah, Mojo Shop. All maps are flat Earth maps. Never seen a map depicting curvature. Frank says, why don't you have it if it's so easy? Every map that we use, Google Maps, Near Maps, navigation on your phone, topography maps, they are all flat Earth maps. No, it's not the AE model. It is the maps that we physically use for navigation. They are the maps I'm talking about. Every map. Let's see, where is some maps here? Oh, elevation profile maps. Here we go. So maps are absolutely capable of showing curvature. There is just none measured. Yeah, we've got these elevation profiles. Where is the drop? We've got topography of the land. There's definitely one in here with topography. All these maps here, They are all flat Earth maps. They have been measured flat in the first instance. This one here, map of topography, lay of the land. They are absolutely capable of showing curvature if it were present. But as we know, theodolites, total stations, they are set up. This is a good one of America, if that is a true topography of America. Look at all that. That is all mapped. All these high spots here, they are all mapped using total stations, using surveying tools, using and utilizing a flat baseline. No curvature is ever taken into account in any of these maps. Here we go. This is a good one. Look at this. This is topography here. Those lines, contour lines, they are absolutely, these maps are absolutely capable of showing curvature. See that big blue flat plane that it's on? No curvature there. And from parcel of land to parcel of land, there is no curvature. All these different parcels of land that is being surveyed, because there is extremities to how far you can use these tools. They all have to line up next to each other. And they do line up next to each other, like the Cartesian coordinates for GPS, XYZ coordinates, as Jesse Kozlowski likes to tell us. It's not latitude and longitude, it's XYZ coordinates, and they're all based off phone towers, ground-based systems for GPS. And these maps here that absolutely show the layout of the land, that show the elevation profiles, that show the contour lines, they are all measured as flat. So I'm going to put it back on you, globe believers. That is a projection. Yeah, Nathan Oakley. You went through it with some fundies in your flat Earth debates. You pushed the argument that show us a map that takes into account curvature, that takes into account a globe. Can you produce any of those? Because at the moment, globers, you're projecting onto us. You are saying we do not have a flat Earth map. Quite the contrary, that is a projection, because you know that you do not have a globe map. You do not have a map that takes into account curvature, that takes into account the globe. You've got cartoons. When you zoom right out on Google Earth, you think that's where you live? You're not navigating on that giant cartoon. You zoom back in, they're aerial photography photos. It gets to a point, everyone's done this. Everyone's zoomed in and out on Google Earth, Google Maps. It gets to a point where it becomes a cartoon. You zoom back in, they're aerial photography. I'll show you guys near maps. Mapping system that I use. The most intelligent aerial map on Earth. Right there. Near map, Navigate 21. There we go. High resolution, up-to-date aerial maps of Australia. Here we go, near maps. It is glorious. Don't you love it when you realize, globe believers, that you have no maps, that you are absolutely projecting? That means you are putting your negative traits onto us. You are saying that we do not have a flat Earth map. All the maps are measured as flat. They are absolutely capable of showing curvature. There is just none. You do not need to account for curvature when navigating. You do not need to account for the globe when traversing the Earth, simply because you have no curve. It is not needed. Oh. Wow, how'd that happen? There we go. Put that one back. Get the lovely shot of the sunrise there. So that is just one of the projections of the globe. And that's what I'm going to be doing today. Projections of the globe. And there's many of them. Yeah, FE Truth Seeker says, because of their accuracy, they are used for air and sea navigation. Exactly. Michael Kahn says, no curve, no map, no ball, no clue. I like it. Isn't it glorious when when that penny drop moment for the globe believers? Yeah, where's Frank gone back in the chat here? Just denying that. No, he's not talking about maps anymore, because I've just shown that all maps are absolutely flat. All maps that we use for navigation, for layout of the land, all pictures, all measurements of this Earth are absolutely flat, using things like theodolites, using things like total stations, all the tools used to measure the physical layout of the Earth have to assume and treat everything as if it were flat. So what's another globe projection? I like this one. So we're told that our sun, because everyone, all the anti-flat earthers, all the globe believers have seen the AE model, the AE map. Yeah, that is not a true representation of reality, but they love to say that model there, that map, they like to put up a false dichotomy and say the AE model doesn't line up with how good our globe lines up. And they say, look at that sun. That's a spotlight sun above your head. I'll try and get an image of it. Flat Earth spotlight sun. And we went over this yesterday, so you all know where this is going to be going. It's going to be good fun. So let me see. Where's a good image? I'll screen share so you guys can see what I'm looking up here. All I'm just typing in is the what we're being told. What the globe believers are projecting onto us. And it is a projection. So you stuff like, yeah, that's a stupid diagram there. But we're told that we have a spotlight sun. Here, this one. This is a good one. That sun moving around, it's like a spotlight, isn't it? That must be what's happening on our flat Earth. That's not what flat earthers subscribe to. That's not what we think is happening. That's what the globe believers are trying to push on to us flat earthers. Because they can't imagine anything other than their globe belief. This is a good one. Here we go. This is one I wanted to see right here. So we're told that us flat earthers have a sun that is a spotlight above the Earth. See that directional kind of light? How fun is that? All right, keep that in your head. And now, this is going to be good. Whoever's around yesterday, you know where this is going. And now, okay, see that spotlight above the flat Earth? That is a projection from the globe believers. Yeah, us flat earthers don't think the sun is a freaking spotlight. Far from the truth. It is not a spotlight. We don't know what the sun is. It's just whether it's a point of light, whether it's a hologram, where it's definitely not physical. We know that much. All we know it's just a calendar, if you will, for the days. But it's definitely not a spotlight. That is projection from the globe. The globers say that our sun is a spotlight above the Earth. And so let's see what their sun is, because, well, as we know, a projection is a negative trait of something to do with, in this case, of the globe. Yeah, so globe projections. Remember this observation, Eratosthenes observation? What do the globe believers need? Here we go, second image. What do the globe believers need to push the Eratosthenes observation? What's that image there of? A spotlight sun above your globe? This is your official narrative. Yeah, us flat earthers, our official narrative for the sun is what we experience. It is just a light in the sky. It doesn't have a distance. Doesn't have a size. Doesn't have a location. It's not a spotlight above our heads. We just experience it. We use reality. But you globe believers, you say that we have a spotlight sun above our head. That is a projection, because you know that if you are asserting parallel rays, yeah, that sun is coming in parallel to the Earth to make those shadows, sticks and shadows, wells and shadows, whatever you think the Eratosthenes observation was. You need a spotlight sun right there in that diagram. Look, parallel rays need a spotlight sun. More parallel rays, you need a spotlight sun. Isn't it funny, these globe projections? They say that we have a spotlight sun. No, the official narrative for the globe is that you have a spotlight sun. It is directionally pointed straight at Earth, and it has to be coming in parallel. Can't be coming in at angles, because the Eratosthenes observation would not work then. How good is this? Taking apart these globe projections. Oh, here we go. This is a good one too. The flat Earth model here. The sun can't be close and local, a physical object, because that's what we'd see. It's a spherical model. Yeah, it is definitely coming in parallel. It is definitely a spotlight sun. Keep backing it up. The sun. It's a spotlight for Eratosthenes. This is just me looking up Eratosthenes. It gets better. Better for us, worse for the globe believers. I'll share my other screen that I've got here. Looking up parallel sun rays. Has anyone just Google search that? Parallel sun rays to explain the seasons. Here we go. This is where it gets really good. Look at that big spotlight sun of yours, globe believers. Look at that big spotlight sun coming in parallel. This is fantastic. Big spotlight sun for your parallel rays. Look at that. Can't even get their own model correct here. No tilt, obviously. Not on a globe. But this is their narrative, because they know that they have a spotlight sun. But they like to say that us flat earthers have a spotlight sun. They need parallel rays coming in. That's not what we see in reality. Obviously, we see convergent rays, crepuscular rays, anti-crepuscular rays. Yeah, they get out of reality. They don't like to stick here in reality with us. They like to draw these cartoons to picture what Eratosthenes, something that happened over 2,000 years ago, apparently. He figured out the circumference of the globe using these parallel rays, the big spotlight sun above his head. Not only did he presuppose that he was living on a globe to begin with, he presupposed that sun was also a globe, and it was a spotlight directed straight at their globe Earth for these observations to occur. The sun rays coming in parallel. Two projections that we've just gone over from the globe. One being, the globe believers say, you don't have a flat Earth map. Every map that we see, that we use, that we measure is a flat Earth map. It has all been measured as flat. That's just how the tools work. And that's just how the elevation profiles show us. There is no drop, there is no curvature. The second projection is the globe believers say that our sun is a spotlight above the flat Earth. And as you can see here, no, the globe Earth has the claim. They claim that their sun is a spotlight above their heads to have parallel rays. It is glorious. It is beautiful. I love doing this stuff. Just exposing the deception, exposing their shortfalls. Isn't it great? Hope everyone's happy and healthy. Thanks for joining me, everyone in the chat here. Sorry, I haven't been paying too much attention to the chat. I just get into these presentations. It's too much fun. All right, the next one. I love this. This is one of my favorites. Okay, the globe, another globe projection. The globe believers say that your flat Earth model has an edge for boats to drop off over. How funny is that? Let's get some pictures of that. Yeah, this is what the globe believers think is happening on a flat Earth. Stuff like this, that somewhere out in the ocean, it just falls off. And where's it dropping to, by the way? It is so nonsensical. Look at this, a boat dropping off the edge of the Earth. It's hilarious. That's what the globe believers think is happening on a flat Earth. They can't fathom, like, anything else. Oh, look at this one. This is an older one. A boat dropping over the edge of the Earth. A flat Earth. Look at this stuff. That is the globe claim for flat Earth. Yeah, they're projecting these claims onto us. That a boat will drop off over an edge. Yeah, a physical edge for the boat to drop off over. Because in their paradigm, what do they have? I'll type in. Let's see, we'll type in what? Boat disappearing over the horizon? If I can get the damn Google to want to type shit in. Be nice if you worked on this screen so I didn't have to share another bloody screen. All right. Boat disappearing over horizon. Let's see what it comes up with. Yep, sorry, spelled disappearing incorrectly. Just doing on the fly here. All right, stuff like this. This is one of the main images, isn't it? What's happening to that ship on your globe believers? What's going on? Is it disappearing over an edge? Over a physical Earth curve edge? Is that what's happening with this image here? Globe believers? It's actually not too many. Let's see, another one. Here we go. That boat's cut off. Is it a boat or an oil platform? Whatever it is, it's being cut off by a physical edge. What's this one? Nothing to do with the edge? No. Surprisingly hard to find. Boat disappearing over the horizon. You've got the top image back there. Here we go. I think this is one that people like Simon Dan like to cite. A boat getting further away from you and it appears to drop over an edge on your globe. Another globe projection. Us flat earthers, we definitely don't claim that anything is dropping over a physical edge, do we? No, that is definitely not a claim that we make. That is a projection that the globe believers put onto us. They're trying to, because they know that in their model, in their imagination land, that they have an edge for things like boats to drop over. That physical Earth curve edge that makes boats disappear, cuts off objects from the bottom up. They firmly claim that they have an edge for things to disappear over. Not us flat earthers. That is purely a projection. And so, enter the Black Swan. Stop this screen sharing. Now that we know that it is just another projection of the globe, boats dropping off over the edge, because they know their boats on a globe, they drop over a physical Earth curve edge. Let's have a little looky at your physical Earth curve edge, globe believers.
Wow.
And this is
Why is the sound not coming through? There we go.
#1 globe killer. Hopefully by now, all of you have seen this video by BMLSB69. His observer height is only 1 foot. Now that first platform is 6.2 miles away, and platform habitat is 9.4 miles away, with the horizon far in the distance beyond that. Now I'm going to let you just sit there and take this in, because this is the absolute #1 globe killer. Modus Tollens states, if P Q, therefore not P. If P, we live on a globe of radius 3959 miles, then Q, every horizon distance measurement cannot be more than 1.23 miles times the square root of the observer height in feet. Not Q, the geometric horizon is far greater than 2.73 miles for 5 foot. Therefore, not P. The Earth is not a globe. But this valid logical conclusion is hand-waved by the globe zealots as word salad, so I'll put this devastating picture in simpler terms. Globe believers must have a physical leading edge, the geographical edge to their sphere, in order for boats to go over it and for land and water to curve around it. It's a fundamental pillar to their religion. If the globe they presuppose has a radius of 3959 miles, then the horizon distance is set by the height of the observer. So what makes this image so devastating is the height of the observer at only 1 foot. The horizon should be 1.22 miles. But even if we set it at 5 feet, the horizon should be 2.73 miles. But we can see the bottom of platform habitat where it meets the water 9.41 miles away, and the horizon above that beyond in the distance, making it fundamentally impossible to see this from 1 foot on a globe. The globe does not exist.
This is your physical edge. Where is it? Where's the good picture of it here? This is your physical edge. Globe believers, you have the physical edge for things like boats to disappear over, don't you, globe believers? Not us. It is a claim firmly on the globe side. Yeah, we don't have boats disappearing over edges, dropping off edges, but you do on your globe, globe believers. And do you still have a physical Earth curve edge after seeing the Black Swan? At best, all you've done is debunk the radius of the Earth. That's what we're being told now. We're being told that we do not see the physical Earth curve edge, the geometric horizon. It is all apparent. Welcome to Flat Earth, globe believers. But it's just a projection that they say that we have a physical edge. Yeah, for boats to drop over, that is purely projection, because they know that they have an edge. They have that physical Earth curve edge for boats to drop over. Just another projection. And do they actually have it? No. Black Swan. The Black Swan is so devastating to their model. So devastating to the projections where they say that they project out and say that we have an edge for boats to drop off over. No. That is a firm globe belief that you have physical Earth curvature. Something for boats to drop over. And you obviously do not have that anymore. You are throwing it right under the bus. You don't need the physical Earth curvature anymore. It's all apparent now, we're being told. Just another globe projection. Good fun. So what's the next globe projection? How long we got? We've got about 10 minutes. All right. This is a good one. You have no scientific evidence of flat Earth. I like this one. Who else likes this one? That we have no scientific evidence of a globe Earth, of a flat Earth. Now, do we claim, as flat Earthers, do we claim that we have scientific evidence, scientific proof of the flat Earth? Who's going around claiming that we can scientifically validate a flat Earth? I don't think anybody is. We are not claiming science on here. It is what we're seeing here, what we're seeing with sextants, with theodolites, with the horizon, it is not scientific inquiry. They are all just things that we simply observe. We don't assign causes to these things. Yeah, there's not just one cause for the horizon. That's what you need to assert if if you're going to put something like the horizon into the scientific method. There are hundreds of things. Well, for beginning, there's a list of 86 things that Tim Osman has given us for the cause of the horizon, for the cause of things disappearing bottom up. Yeah, that physical thing that not one of those things was a physical Earth curve. Let me point out. So to try and put that through the scientific method, you're going to have to isolate just one thing as the cause to the horizon. There are many. 86 things just detailed by Tim Osman. So how is this a globe projection? They're telling us that we are not providing scientific evidence for our flat Earth because they know that their globe Earth has no scientific validity, no scientific evidence, no scientific proof. All they have is pseudoscience because they firmly claim that they do have science on their side. Can we put anything claimed by the globe through the scientific method? Earth curvature. You think you're seeing boats disappearing bottom up over an Earth curve. Okay, that can be the naturally observed phenomenon. Things disappearing over an Earth curve. Okay, things disappearing bottom up. That can be the naturally observed phenomenon. Yeah, the dependent variable. What is the independent variable? The cause. Is it Earth curve? Put it through the scientific method. That's the hypothesis. If we have Earth curve, we will see things disappearing from the bottom up. Okay. Can we move on to the experiment stage? No. You don't even have a valid independent variable. Earth curve has never been proven. The independent variable, in the first instance, has to be something that actually exists. Has to be something that the researcher can physically manipulate. Is anyone going to, even if Earth curve did exist, is anyone going to physically manipulate the Earth curve? Is that possible? No. You don't have a valid hypothesis for things disappearing bottom up. Let's try it with the rotation of the Earth. So what is the observed natural phenomenon to put rotation of the Earth through the scientific method? What can we observe in our natural world, a naturally occurring phenomenon, the dependent variable, the effect? What can we observe in this world that would make us think that the Earth is turning? Is there anything for Earth rotation, Earth turn? Usually we get told, oh, look up at the sky, look up at the stars. So what, are we going to put the observed natural phenomenon as star rotation? And then what's the cause to star rotation? Oh, it's Earth rotating. So the dependent variable that we need to see, we need to actually see this happening, the observed natural phenomenon. We need to see Earth rotating. That's now being put into the cause of the stars rotating. See how it becomes just a big cluster screw for you globe believers. You cannot put something like Earth rotation through the scientific method. You can't even observe the Earth to be rotating in the first instance. You have to say that it's because the sky is rotating. And what's the cause for the sky rotating? Oh, Earth was rotating. The thing that you meant to prove in the first place. That's why we say that every single globe evidence starts with begging the question that they're already on a globe. It has not been proven in the first instance. You just assume that you're already living on a globe. Nothing would lead you to that conclusion unless you were already thinking you're on a globe. Nothing that we can do. There is no globe evidence. There's definitely no scientific evidence for the globe. How about gravity? Is there any scientific evidence for gravity. We get told all these things have been scienced. We have the globe side has science on their side. Yeah, the projection is that flat earthers have no science. We are science deniers. And what's the globe doing? They are denying science. They are pushing pseudoscience. They do not have science on their side. Yeah? It is hilarious. So what I was going to put through the scientific method, gravity. We asked for scientific proof of gravity, scientific evidence of gravity. So what is the observed natural phenomenon? The effect that we're seeing. Can we see gravity at work? Things falling down? Is that the observed natural phenomenon? We see things falling down. All right, so what's the cause of that? Oh, gravity. Oh, so gravity's now the cause, is it? No, gravity has to be the effect, the thing that you're trying to prove the cause of in the first instance. These are the projections of the globe. The globe tells us that we have no scientific proof. We are science deniers. That is projection because they know, whether it be consciously or subconsciously, they have no scientific evidence. They are pseudoscience pushers, and they know it. Whether it be subconsciously or consciously, that deep down they know it. They know that they're scrambling to find us some scientific evidence. Find us, number one, using John's quantum erasers, as it's been put, scientific method. No, it is just the scientific method. Put anything to do with the globe through the scientific method. First, observe a naturally occurring phenomenon, something that we observe in reality here in our natural world. And number two, assert the cause to it. And it has to be, that is the independent variable. The cause has to be manipulated. It has to be existing in the first instance. The cause can't be Earth turning. The cause can't be a physical Earth curve. The cause can't be gravity. These are three things, just off the top of my head, that do not exist. These are the three things that need to be the observed natural phenomenon to find the cause of. If you guys aren't too up to date with the scientific method, John's scientific method as it's been dubbed, no, it is just the scientific method. Head over to Quantum Eraser channel. I'm on there weekly, twice a week actually now, because we have, every other week we have the Ball Busters show. And at the moment, John and all the Globe Busters are going through the scientific method every second Saturday. Sunday if you're in Australia. This week there won't be a Globe Busters presentation on science, it'll be next week. So look at Quantum Eraser's channel. I mirror some of his things. That is the scientific method. That is something that you can hold the Globe believers' feet to the fire with. They have no scientific evidence. They have nothing that they can put through the scientific method. They claim science all the time, but they have no science. If you claim to have science, but it does not use the scientific method, it has been not put through the scientific method, that is literally pseudoscience, fake science. Something that my homeschool kids understand. They constantly tell me if things are science or not. They understand that you first need a naturally occurring phenomenon. They see things on TV like tires have been scientifically proven to grip better, these tires. And my son turns to me and says, where's a naturally occurring tire? Where can we see that in nature? Yeah, spot on. Things like computers. Yeah, computer science. Where's the naturally occurring computer? And there's even flat earthers that get this messed up, that we have to hold flat earthers' feet to the fire over the science, because science is such a powerful sword, as Nathan Oakley would put it. A chainsaw, if you will. Science just rips through everything. Science absolutely proves things or disproves things. Yeah, that is what the hypothesis is. It is that the experiment is a hypothesis test. You're looking to prove or disprove the hypothesis. By validating the hypothesis, you are proving it. By validating the null, you are proving the null. disproving the hypothesis. Science actually, absolutely, empirically proves things. It doesn't matter who it is. A globe believer or a flat earther trying to use science, you need to use the scientific method. It has to be a naturally occurring phenomenon. It has to, the cause has to be physically manipulated by the researcher, and it has to exist. Yeah, these are just two fundamental principles of the scientific method before you even get to the experiment stage. If you're claiming experiment, you need to have a valid hypothesis in the first instance. There's so many globe projections. That was, we have no scientific evidence for flat Earth. They absolutely know that they have no scientific evidence for the globe. That's why they try to put it on us. They try to say that we're science deniers. Yeah, all that load of crap. It has been a great show. Thank you guys for joining me. Head over to Nathan Oakley 1980 channel. He is premiering an uncut and after show on his channel right now, Nathan Oakley 1980, or it could be Nathan Oakley channel. Go and subscribe. Tell him I sent you. Tomorrow I have a very special guest. I have my wife, Niala. She has just published her first book. It is now for sale on her website. We have fixed it up. I think we've done a pre-record, so this is already done. She's going to be promoting her book, and we're just going to be talking about home birthing, free birthing. If you don't know what free birthing is, please join me. Same flat time, same flat place tomorrow. I think it's 2 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. UK, 6 a.m. Australian. Join me tomorrow for a very, very special guest, my wife, Niala. She is a home birthing, free birthing, homeschooling, radical birth keeping, mother of 5. She is an amazing person. She has so much, a wealth of knowledge about just how the one thing that how everybody got here is through birth. Everybody what came from a mother, everybody came from being birthed, whether it be cesarean or vaginal birth, it does not matter. You came from a mother. There is just so much disinformation, so much stigma about birth. She's published this book and illustrating this book. It is beautiful. You guys should see it. We go through it tomorrow. Please join us live. There's just so much information to give women back the power to birth on their terms. It doesn't matter if you don't have if you don't want to be birthing at home, if you don't want to be birthing outside the system, that's fine. If you want to birth at the hospital, it is your choice. It is always your choice. It is always informed consent. That's what my wife is all about, informed consent. And she gives a lot of options for women, because women are not given these options. When they fall pregnant, they're immediately said, okay, you need to go to the doctor, you need to get a blood test, you need to get a urine test. And then the doctor can tell the woman that you're pregnant. Yeah, that is not necessary. Free birthing is free from all medical intervention. That's what free birthing is. It is not that we are avoiding medical intervention at all costs. No, it's just not needed. And we go through that tomorrow. Please join me for a very, very special show with my wife, Niala. We have had 2 free births of our own, so she has a wealth of experience. We have 5 children, 3 of them in the hospital, and we realized that we do not need the medical system to birth our children. And yeah, I freaked out at first. I didn't know what was going on. I thought there was going to be people there helping us at home, but as you look into it, you just see that you do not need anyone else. You do not need intervention. It is the most natural thing possible. Everyone was brought into this world through birth. And that's what we're going to be talking about tomorrow. So everyone, head over to Nathan Oakley 1980 channel at the moment. He's premiering an uncut and after show Flat Earth debate. Join me those times for Flat Earth School tomorrow with my beautiful wife, Niala. I hope you all are there to meet her. It is going to be fantastic. All right, until then, thanks guys for tuning in. If you feel like the world turns on you, turn to Flat Earth School. It is around us 24/7 since the beginning of existence. I've been Mitchell from Australia, and you've been visiting the Flat Earth School. Go out and enjoy it, guys. Love to all.